Man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, let's talk about the fights this weekend. The best fights this weekend, the most intriguing fights, the most competitive fight this weekend. Let's get into it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share this video. Not sure if Maloney and Inoue fight on ESPN or ESPN Plus. Also, you got Jaime Munguia and Torian Johnson fighting Friday, and also you got Rashidi Ellis, I think the best kept secret in the welterweight division. On Golden Boy, and that's why he's a secret from that New England area. You got Uysk and Chisora. Also on that undercard, you got Lee Selby and Camboso. I think they fighting for a title eliminator. And then you got Gervonta Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz fighting this weekend on Showtime pay-per-view. But let's get into the card, or to these cards. And when I was talking about the most competitive fight this weekend, let's get into the most competitive fight on paper. I think it will be Lee Selby and George Camboso. Camboso is from Australia. At one point, he was going to fight Vasily Lomachenko, but then Devin Haney said he wanted his shot, and then they asked that, and then Lomachenko went into a Teofimo Lopez fight in which he lost. When you're talking about this fight, Lee Selby, I believe, he started his career at 135, but he's been there before. He was in talks to fight Adrian Broner last year. He beat Eric Hunter from Philadelphia. I heard the fix was in on that fight. And also, he lost to Josh Warrington, and now he jumped up back to lightweight. That was at 26. Both of those fights, he jumped over 30, jumped to 35. Camboso, I think he's one of the best kept secrets in boxing. He can fight, he can brawl, he can bang a little bit. He edged out Mickey Bay, which I think Mickey Bay is a good fighter. You know, Mickey Bay once held the title at 35. People said he robbed Miguel Vasquez, but I thought it was a competitive fight. It could have went either way. And then he got knocked out by John Molina at one point. I think he won a title after that. But I think that's the most competitive fight this weekend. It's on the Uysk and Chisora undercard. You got to find a stream for that in America. I'm not sure if that's on the zone or not. And then we move on. You know, which fight is going to be the most action-packed fight? Then I think you got to go in there. Tank, Leo Santa Cruz, Inoue, Maloney. I think you put those two fights up there this weekend. I think those are the two most exciting fights. I think they both can end early. I think you're going to have Maloney, who's going to get stopped. I think you got Leo Santa Cruz, who should get stopped. I think the most action-packed fight is those, but I think Jaime Munguia and Torian Johnson, it might have the most accumulation of action. I think that fight can't mix. So, I mean, if you like short knockouts, Inoue and Maloney, if you like a fight that can be short or it can go kind of middle or maybe go the distance, Tank and Leo Santa Cruz. But if you're talking about just pure action-packed brawl, I think Jaime Munguia and Torian Johnson is just pure. It's probably going to be the best fight if you don't care about names. You just care about styles. And you got Torian Johnson, who's been stopped by Sergey Derevchenko. Also, he got stopped by Curtis Stevens, which was a questionable stoppage. I remember watching that fight. And you got Jaime Munguia, who don't seem to have a pop that he had at 154 once upon a time, but getting better from with Eric Morales in his corner. And, you know, when he used that jab, it's beautiful. So I think that single-handedly might be the best action-packed fight from bell to bell. But I think if you're talking about in spurts or in blocks, Tank and Leo may be one of those fights. But I think Inoue and Maloney is going to be a short night. Maybe want to be one of those fights as well too. Now let's talk about the most anticipated fight this weekend. I think it's Tank and Leo Santa Cruz, to be honest. I think the reason why that's the most anticipated fight, not only because it's on pay-per-view, because I just think people want to see how Leo Santa Cruz and Tank do. I think it's, you know, when you're talking about intrigue, talking about action-packed, you're talking about, it got everything you want in the fight. The undercard sucked, but you got a big puncher, you got a boxer, you got a sticker and mover, you got 2 titles on the line. I think that's the casual fans' most anticipated fight. Now, you're talking about pure hardcore boxing fans. I think that's the fight they anticipate the most. I think they anticipate that the most. So you know that's the fight that's anticipated the most. But if you want me to rank the fights this weekend, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys this. I think Usyk and Chisora is a fight to look out for. If I can go second anticipated fight, or second intriguing fight, I think it's Usyk and Chisora. You got a lot on the line there. You got Usyk is pushing for Joshua mandatory. He is the mandatory, so Joshua to fight him. Eddie Hearn and AJ, they put an exception in for the WBO, so they don't want to fight him. Don't forget he signed with Eddie Hearn. So that might be the fight to look out for. I can't really put a tag on that one because we had action-packed, anticipated, the most you're looking for, the intriguing fight. That might be a fight where trying to put a label on it. That's just a fight you got to look forward to because you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, they might rob Usyk. You know, Usyk might have to go get the knockout. He might get knocked out trying to get the knockout, knowing they might rob him. I mean, but if I had to rank the fights this weekend and the fights I know, as far as, you know, action-packed and, you know, which fight going to deliver, I would say, as far as just no names, action-packed, Torian Johnson and Jaime is probably going to be the most action-packed fight this weekend. As far as just the accumulation, I think it's just going to go a long way. So I think that one. I think the second best fight this weekend is Lee Shelby and George Kambosos. I just think that fight is a good fight. I think Kambosos will win that fight. Then I'm just going, no names, no none of that. Just going on the fights that I'm looking forward to. So Jaime and Torian, I'm looking forward to that one. I'm just saying that fight. Then I'm looking forward to Shelby Kambosos. Then Chisora and Usyk is my third fight I'm looking forward to. My fourth fight I'm looking forward to is Tank and Leo Santa Cruz. Also would like to see it's another joker out there. I'm looking forward to Rashidi Ellis. I'm looking forward. That's only 5 fights I'm looking forward to that I know is on the card. Oh, Inoue Maloney, excuse me. That's my 5th one I'm looking forward to. I just don't see Maloney being a real challenge. I just see him getting knocked out quick. Could be wrong. Then I'm looking forward to Rashidi Ellis, Kyla. She fighting Kyla Fox. I think she fighting on the undercard. So it's some good fights this weekend. Now, if you ask me which fight that, that's my hardcore boxing fan. It's a casual looking forward to. Obviously, Tank and Leo Santa Cruz is 1. And Inoue and Maloney will be 2. And then everything else can fall after that. So it's just my picks this weekend as far as if you want to see really, really action-packed fights and maybe some competitiveness in there, Jaime and Torian Johnson. I just can't see that fight not delivering at all. I just think that's going to be a war. One say it's going to be Barashnik and Zepeda, but I think it's going to be a really, really competitive fight. And I think it's going to be a war, But I think it's all going to be some really good fights on this weekend. But, really for everybody to look out for, the fight to keep your eye on, that you want to see some controversy, you want to see some animosity or whatever built up, it's Chisora Usyk. That's the fight I would say pay attention to. Watch Eddie work. Can't trust a promoter. A promoter is just like a contractor. Really, you just can't trust those guys. But this weekend is definitely action-packed for boxing. You got a lot of fights that's going to come on. You got Mario Barrios coming back versus Ryan Carl. Not looking forward to that one. Just the whole Tank card sucked. You got Regis fighting the TMT Fire, Ryan Hernandez, whatever. Very, very, unappealing card. And they want somebody to dish out, $80 for that fight. That's another reason why, Tank, it got to kind of fall back because you got to pay for that. You got to pay almost $100 to watch him fight Leo Santa Cruz. Now, if this was him versus Loma, him versus T.O., him versus Gary Russell, then it piques my interest. But, I mean, it is what it is. Some people really talking about buying it. Some people just so programmed into being an Al Heyman nut hugger that they going to buy for anything. And it's the problem in boxing. When they got 100,000 people that they know they can get $75 or $100 from, they're going to keep putting on bullshit shows. But that's why boxing an afterthought. Boxing got to get back on regular TV, but like I said before, I won't get him a dime unless that kid gonna go up there and tank and fight, you know, Teofimo Lopez next. And I know that ain't the move that they're gonna make. But hey, let me know what you guys think about the fights this weekend. If you wonder who I'm picking, I'll kind of give you a rundown. I like Tank and Nate. I don't care nothing about the undercard. It's garbage. I like Tank and Nate. I like Gamboso, probably by decision, unanimous decision. I like Chisora by robbery. You know, maybe I'm gonna go Uysk split decision. I think I'm gonna say Uysk eke it out, split decision. They figure it out down the line. I like Jaime to knock Torian Johnson out. I'm probably in the 11th. And I like Inoue to knock Maloney out anywhere from 1 to 3. So I say third round. I say second. I don't think Maloney can last. So those are my picks this weekend. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my social media links in the description. Also got a Facebook group. Check me out there. You got whatever you want to chop it up about. I got you. Want to make a donation? Best way to donate is share the video. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Cash App is CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. We gone.